What's good, everybody? The voice of the WGC back in the building. Hope everybody had a great weekend. If you're a wrestling fan, how could you not have a great weekend? Come on now. New Japan, Battle in the Valley, Elimination Chamber, GCW. Come on now, bruh. But anyways, let's get into the content, man. So, Swerve's special guest on this podcast was Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega addressed a few things on the upcoming AEW Fight Forever video game. And here's the few things. Let's talk about number one, scaling down the game. So he talks about that he had to scale the game down a little bit for the teen rating, because that's what they were aiming for. But if you go back here, the official ESRB website says blood splatter effects can occur during matches staining the mats. But we didn't get to really see that in the last trailer. We saw them bleeding, but we didn't get to see the sequence where they started bleeding. There were also no weapons involved, and it was also a disqualification match. Disqualification was on. It wasn't off. So we didn't get to really see that sequence. So I really want to know. I want to see a deep dive. I want to see a full match with them going at it, all kinds of crazy weapons. No cuts, no edits, no nothing. Them just going at it. Disqualification off. I want to see this. I really do. Is there like a slider that you can turn on and off if you want that blood on the mat? I'm really curious. Or do we have to wait till we get the game in our hands? I don't know. We'll see. But yes, he confirmed that he had to scale down. That's a bummer, man. I'm not going to lie. Number two, weapon animations. He said that each weapon is going to look and feel different. That's a good thing. He also says that Akai or Aki, whichever one you prefer, he says that they came in, they helped out tremendously with the animations. They corrected a lot of animations too. That is a good thing. You want them animations looking crispy. You want this gameplay looking crispy. No wonder why they taking so long with the game. No wonder. Aki wants his game to be beautiful. No wonder why they taking so long. Number three, he says it is not a wrestling simulator. He talking about y'all. The ones who rush to the comment section to talk about,
"Oh, it looks like a Sega Genesis. It looks like a Nintendo 64 game. It looks like a PS2 game."
Bro, Kenny Omega just said it right here. They're not aiming for graphics. They're not aiming for wrestling simulation. Let me tell y'all something. If you want a wrestling simulation, play WWE 2K23, all right? If you don't mind your gameplay being stiff, slow, if you don't mind that, and all you care about is graphics, you can be like, oh man, that looks so much like Roman Reigns. Oh man, that looks so much like John Cena. If that's all you care about, then play WWE 2K23. But what Kenny Omega is saying, if you want a game with fair graphics, if you got that nostalgia in you, that you want to itch, that wrestling game itch, you miss that retro feel. SmackDown vs. Raw, Day of Reckoning, WWF No Mercy. If you want that, fast-paced, wacky, fun, arcade, you can do things that you can't do in real life. If you want that, you can create you can do extreme moments. If you want all of that, if you miss those days, then this is the game for you. This is not a wrestling simulator. He confirms that. Number four, he says that there's a lot of things they haven't showed. He says that one of the things that he says that you can do a drop kick with a skateboard. That is wild. Imagine just riding down the ramp with Darby's skateboard. You get drop kicking somebody right dead in their dome. That is crazy. I need to see that in action, man. I need to see that in action. He says there's a lot of stuff that they haven't shown. There's a lot of stuff that they haven't shown. So when are we going to get this stuff? That's my question. And last but not least, this is what really made me scratch my head, bruh. He says that the game is done. He says that the game has been done for a while. And he says that he wants the game out. That has me scratching my head, you know? Because everybody's out here craving for a release date. Everybody's out here asking for a release date. Everybody's begging and pleading on their knees for a release date. Everybody's asking who, when, where. When is AEW Fight Forever going to be playable? Nobody knows. But Kenny Omega sits here and says that the game is done and it's been done. And the main thing holding them back was the teen rating. So, that got me scratching my head. Okay. You got the teen rating. And the game has been done for a while. What's next? You know, what this really makes me want is this makes me want a panel with just Kenny Omega by himself and nobody else. Because it seems like he knows more about this game than anybody else on the roster. So what this makes me want is just Kenny Omega on a panel by himself. And just letting it all loose. Just telling us, we have this, we have this, we have this. And AEW Fight Forever will be dropping on this date. Because it sounds like Kenny is very passionate and he wants to get this game in the consumer's hand as quick as possible. He also mentions how it could be a little bit outdated. Like, let's say, with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is already in another promotion. He's currently in WWE. But he is also in AEW Fight Forever. And who knows how many acquisitions will take place as these months and these years go on. This game needs to be in the consumer's hand. Kenny Omega says that multiple times in this video. That is very interesting. So, he got what he wanted. He got the rating. Now, what is the next step? When are we going to see some more things? Some more gameplay, for instance. It's not 30, 40, 50 seconds long. What about full matches? What about other things that we haven't seen? Like you go and look at the description and you see Stadium Stampede and Exploding Barbed Wire Deathmatch. When are we going to get like full matches of those? You know? Or just a full match in general. Let's say like Kenny Omega and Evil Uno going at it one-on-one. No cuts, no edits, no nothing. Just them going at it one-on-one. When are we going to get that? This is going back to what I was saying when I said that I think that at Revolution Fan Fest they should have this game on display. I'm not saying that they should release it at Revolution weekend, but they should have this game on display. Because you did it for the Tokyo Game Show. You did it for Gamescom. Hey, let's do it one more time. Let's showcase this game at Revolution Fan Fest. Let's showcase this game at Double or Nothing Fan Fest. Let's keep giving this game to the public. Let's keep giving this game to more and more and more people. I'm just keeping it real. Because a lot of people are passionate. A lot of people are hopeful for this game. But a lot of people haven't got the opportunity to play this game. I'm not saying that everybody's going to be at these events. Not everybody's going to be at Revolution. Not everybody's going to be at Double or Nothing. But the fact that you will be there and you will have booths that you can play this game, that will be a huge step forward for this game. I don't know if it'll happen, but that'll be a great move. I'm just keeping it real. But anyways, we'll see what's next in this next episode of Will We Get a Release Date? And before we close out, because a lot of people like to use other people's content, a lot of people like to use this content. They posted this whole entire video, but they don't want to show no love. They don't want to give no credit. So I'm going to go ahead and give a huge shout out to Swerve, man. Killing it inside and outside the ring. Killing it with the music. Killing it with the podcast and killing it inside the ring. Killing it inside and outside the ring, man. Keep doing your thing, Swerve. A lot of people will put their watermark on the video. They won't even give no credit or nothing, bro. This shit crazy to me. So once again, big shout out to Swerve. Keep doing your thing, man. And I definitely 100% recommend subscribing to the Swerve City podcast. Don't just skip to this specific part because this is the AEW video game right here. I recommend watching this full episode because this was a great episode. And he has a great podcast. So if you got some free time and you want something to listen to, 100% recommend listening to the Swerve City podcast. The link will be in the description, and the music will also be in the description. Once again, subscribe to the Swerve City podcast before we gotta call the mogul affiliates to make your ass subscribe to the Swerve City podcast. Nah, I'm messing with you. But anyways, that about wraps it up for the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and most importantly, hit that bell. What you doing? What you doing, man? Seriously, what you doing? Keep it locked right here for all your wrestling gaming news. Unsanctioned TV, the realest of the real. And we out here.